And you know who else loves his kids? Apparently, rapper 600 Breezy. He apparently loves his kids, right? Because his baby moms, I believe her name is Jasmine Chavez. I don't know who she is or whatever. Honestly, if I'm being 100, I don't know who the fuck any of these people are. You know? It's like, why do y'all come on the internet and tell us all your business? Because apparently 600 Breezy, he just fucking spewed almost all his whole 600 load on the internet when he was complaining about, I guess, apparently his ex wanting him to blow his load on her. But anyways, apparently he wants to see his children. And Jasmine is holding the kids away from him, which so many men complain about. I'm sure so many men can understand that, right? But the funny thing to me was, it was like, hey, she wants to fuck. You know what I'm saying? She wanted me to come over there. You know what I'm saying? To, so that I could see the kids. You know what I mean? So that was funny. The other thing was that he would tell on himself the entire time. Apparently, he's from whatever city he's from. Hey, police, don't watch that video. If you want to find a criminal, do not. No, yeah. But anywho, what are y'all thoughts about, the larger issue about women who are using their children to gain sex from their baby daddies? You know what I'm saying? How prevalent is this? Is this something that men need to now be concerned about? Are we now as men expected to just step up and drop off some peen just to see our kids? For real, for real? What are y'all thoughts on this, man?
I think
Not
it's been
all at
happening
one
for a
time,
long
please.
time. It's been happening for
What'd
a
you say?
long time. I think it's an age-old problem. It's been happening for a long time. I think that men have suffered in silence. You know what I mean? Seen ourselves portrayed on movies, you know what I'm saying, on Tubi or whatever, in our situations, but not really given the sincerity and the depth and consideration that the situation really requires. Because, you know what I mean? Those of us who have been in that situation, those men, I won't even say those of us, you know what I mean? Because I don't know what that particular lady's problem was. But anyway, so men in that situation, I think if you talk to them, you'd find that the problem is that the girl is nasty and she's trash. Now, I'm not saying that she's nasty as a person or that she's dirty. I'm just saying the punani is not good. It's not good. And if you really know how good you are as a person and you value yourself, you know what I mean? Then you don't want to set that example for your child by lowering yourself to punani that's beneath your standards. You know what I mean? Yes, it's how the kid got here, but you're doing better and you hope that he does better too. You know what I'm saying? So no, you don't go back. You deny her that D because if she doesn't know how to act, she doesn't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't even have to for free. You know what I mean? But since you are, and I'm talking to Breezy because I don't know him. I don't know what his situation is. I even know there was 599 other Breezes. So I'm blown by the whole situation, to be honest. But I'll make it short. Fellas, no, do not give in. Don't give in. We do not negotiate with terrorists. Read my lips. That's all I got to say. Go ahead.
Yeah, maybe of course, he didn't know the box was trash at the time, but now we know, so now it's being used as leverage. Guard your seed, kings. You know what? We men cannot be suffering through this sexual blackmail. This is it's a thing that's not reported enough because people are like, oh, you're just dropping off some pee. What's the problem? Go ahead and take one for the team. And we want our equality too. We do not want to be sexually coerced into dropping off peen just to see our children. We have feelings. We are fathers. We are brothers. We are kings too. And we matter and more than our peen. And we should not be used just to see our children. I think we need some respect here. I think we just needs to be a movement, actually. He should probably seek some legal counsel so he is not coerced into visiting her in the middle of the night. Hopefully when the kids are asleep so they don't see him creeping in there to drop off the delivery, and maybe he'll be there in the morning. But yeah, it's an epidemic, man. We got to deal with this. If you got good peen and your woman won't let go and she's using it to see your kids, dial it back a little bit. Give her some mediocre peen so that way she won't be trying to use your kids against you. Just dial it back. It might be 10. Give her maybe like level 4 so that way she won't be super attached in case it don't work out. But that's my tip, how to get out of the situation for today. SM, what do you think?
Okay, so the strong urge to talk about the women's side, but I'm going to fight it. I'm going to fight it and not do it. I'm going to stick to the man.
Give in.
And so I'm going to say this. First of all, for Jasmine, I believe that's what her name was. She need to get a grip because there is a lot of men, and I won't say a lot. There are some men. I'm gonna rephrase. There are some men who don't even want to be in their child's life. So I never understood when there's a man who wants to be in a child's life, who wants to be an active father. I never understood why some women now hold that fact as a hostage type situation with the kid. Because all they're doing is creating resentment later on in life from that kid when they find out, like, and then on top of that, it's gonna make her look kind of grimy too. Like, yo, mom, I couldn't see pops because I had to get some dick. Like, yo, what's up with that? And so I think that she's doing herself a disservice. And I also think that at the end of the day, he should just give it up. Go ahead, pop, drop, and lock it. And so until you reach a solution, i.e., go ahead and get some custody and get some visitation rights. And because it's okay for the guy to take the woman to court. And so now let me stop because that's wrong for me to say he should give it up. But with that being said, I'm just gonna say he must have some bum ass peen because she over here willing to do all this to include stopping her child. And usually though is because the guy broke the relationship off, to be honest, and they still want the relationship itself. So she's assuming that by him constantly being around or giving her the ding-a-ling-a-ling, that it will bring his feelings back to her. So she's also using the child as a way to possibly rekindle the relationship that he no longer wants. What I will say too is, yo, 600 Breezy, why are you snitching on yourself? Like, this woman got you so frustrated. You telling all your business. You letting the popos know. Don't you know YSG was just on trial because they were saying some stuff? But anyways, with that being said,
Marcel.
yeah,
Nice.
you know who I
yeah.
meant.
He's only a couple
Y'all know.
letters away. I'm
Yeah,
I
my
mean,
fault. I
just
was trying to
one.
think of who it was.
Just
My
I'm so
one.
fault.
proud of you. I'm proud of you though. You got two
Yeah.
letters. 2 out of 3
She's
is
one.
not bad.
I was trying
Right.
to think of what they were
You
called,
did your
like the
thing.
full name. But anyways, with that being said, there's even comedians that talk about like Key and Peele when they did a whole skit about niggas snitching on themselves. So my question is, why are you snitching on yourself? Why are you expressing your frustration? We didn't need to know that you doing all this stuff. I was gonna say what you was doing, but I don't want to help because I don't know nothing about nothing. So with that being said, Jasmine, get a grip. Let this man see his child. If you really want to see your child, though, Breezy, go ahead and take her to court. It's okay for you to do so. It don't make you a punk just because you take her to court. It just shows that you really value your rights as a father. So hook that up. Jasmine, once again, get a grip. That's my 2 cents.